Revelation 14 verse 12. Pahayag 14 versikulo 12. Narito ang pagtatiyaga ng mga banal, ng mga nagsisitupad ng mga utos ng Diyos at ng pananampalataya kay Jesus.
So, yung verse bago yan, makibasa.
At ang usok ng hirap nila ay napaiilang lang, magpakailan-kailanman, at sila'y walang kapahingahan, araw at gabi. Silang mga nagsisisamba sa hayop at sa kaniyang larawan, at sino mang tumatanggap ng tanda ng kaniyang pangalan. Narito ang pagtatiyaga ng mga banal, ng mga nagsisitupad ng mga utos ng Diyos at ng pananampalataya kay Jesus.
So, ibig sabihin, 14 verse 12. So, ibig sabihin po ay, in the end, ang i-welcome ng Panginoon o natutuwa ang Panginoon sa mga nagtsatsaga ng mga banal at mga nagsisitupad sa utos ng Panginoon. So guys, many are saying na wala na pong kautusan, no? But following the law is you are keeping the law or the commandments. Hindi mo ginagawa ang mga ito para ikaw ay maligtas, kundi ginagawa mo ang mga ito because it's an outburst of your love to the Lord, no? Because we are already saved, that's why we are keeping the law. Yun yung iba sinasabi, wala na daw ang law. We are saved by grace. The law is still important. Pag sinasabi ng mga tao na wala na daw yung law, ang tanong, pwede na ba tayong pumatay ng tao? Hindi naman tayo pwede pumatay ng tao, di ba? Bakit? Dahil din sa law. So, pwede na ba tayong manguha ng asawa ng iba? Hindi pa rin. Dahil may law. So, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na wala na yung law. No? Ang iniiwasan lang ng lahat, kasi ginagawa natin yung wag kang magkaroon ng ibang Diyos-Diyosan, wag kang gumawa ng imahin, wag mong dalhin ang pangalan ng Diyos na walang kabuluhan. Alam natin yan, yung oh my God, yung mga Diyos ko, sa Bisaya pa, sus Ginoo, mga ganyan. Hindi talaga tama yan, guys. No? Hindi tama yan. Let us be reminded that the name of the Lord will only be used pag tayo po ay nagkikwento tungkol sa Kanya, tayo ay nagpipray, pero yung sasabihin mo, nadulas ka, sus Ginoo, yan, o kaya, oh my God, ano ba yan? Hindi maganda, guys, no? It's biblical na hindi pawawalang sala ng Panginoon ang gumagamit ng pangalan niya na walang kabuluhan. Now that we have heard about these things, ay sana matandaan natin na babanggitin lang pala ang pangalan ng Diyos pag importante. Okay? So, ano pa ba? Huwag kang pumatay, huwag kang mangalunya, huwag kang magnakaw, huwag kang mag-imbot. Igalang mo ang iyong ama't ina, lahat sinusunod. At of course, kasama ang fourth commandment, which is sa lahat ng 10 utos ng Diyos, yan lang ang may nakalagay na alalahanin mo. Ibig sabihin, huwag mong kalilimutan. Alalahanin mo ang araw ng Sabat at ipangilin. So what is the importance of the Sabbath? Konting review lang. The importance of the Sabbath is, Sabbath means rest. The Lord created our physical bodies. So, ibig sabihin, He wanted us to have one day rest. Ayaw niya na magtrabaho ka 24/7 dahil ang katawan mo ay, you need rest. No? Kahit anong mga bagay kailangan magpahinga. Kahit hayop kailangan magpahinga. Mga appliances kailangan magpahinga. So the Lord loves us so much that He designed our body and created the Sabbath for us to stop working. And according to Genesis 2 verse 3, after the creation, the Lord Himself rested on the seventh day, He blessed the seventh day and He sanctified it. And when we are going to check our cell phones, our calendars, yung original na calendar ha, kasi meron mga business calendar na ang first day ay Monday. Pero yung mga original calendar, the first day really is Sunday. And the seventh day is Saturday. So, ibig sabihin guys, pag sinabing Sabbath, ang Spanish word ng Sabbath is Sabado. And in English, Saturday. Okay? It can never be another day. Sunday or whatever. So, how come na naging Sunday ang karamihan ng worship? Ang sagot doon, it was carried through tradition. And if we're going to search, kahit mag-google tayo, the truth about the Sabbath, if you love history, year 321 AD, it was decreed by Constantine the Great, the Emperor of Rome, na ang magiging holiday ay Sunday. Not in honor to Jesus, not in honor to God, but in honor to their sun god. Na, as we all know, ang pinaka-Diyos ng Romans ay sun. And the each day of the week ay represents the heavenly body, a heavenly body. Like Sunday, it represents the sun. Monday, moon, Martes, Mars, Miyerkules, Mercury, and Saturday, Saturn. So, in honor to the ultimate God, maraming Diyos-Diyosan ng mga Romans. Ang kanilang pinaka-Diyos ay sun. That's why they have to make Sunday as the holiday. No? So, ibig sabihin, nakita ni Constantine the Great na maraming mga Jewish ay yung mga nagkakagulo ngayon sa Israel. They are Jews. They believe that Sabbath is the seventh day. Friday pa lang ng sundown to sundown ng Saturday, that's Shabbat. Pag sinabing Shabbat, it's the Lord's Day. Yan ang original talaga na day of worship, guys. If you are wondering if what I am saying is true, you can search in the history or you can search in the internet the truth about the Sabbath. And if you're watching right now and this is new to you, well, you can, the Lord loves you so much that He wanted you to hear about these things. So, as I was saying, yung nalaman ni Constantine na marami siyang mga bisita sa kanyang bansa, sa Rome, na mga Israelites or mga Jewish, they keep Saturday as the holiday. And Jesus was a Jew before, diba? When He was here on earth, He kept the Sabbath holy. He goes to the synagogue during Sabbath. So, Sabbath keeper din si Jesus Christ. So, meron lang siyang mga inexplain na mga pwedeng gawin tungkol sa Sabbath kasi naging fanatic na mga Israelites. So, balik tayo dun sa kwento ni Constantine. When they heard about, when Constantine heard about these Jewish people na kanyang mga bisita, that they are keeping Saturday as their holiday, yung Sabbath na tinatawag, sabi niya hindi pwede to kasi meron tayong holiday na pangkalahatan, Sunday. Tapos yung mga Jewish na bisita ko dito sa Rome ay Saturday, hindi pwede iba-iba ang simba, isa lang dapat. So nangyari guys, he made a decree that Sunday should be the only day of worship. Wala nang ibang araw. So, ang nangyari po, ginawa niyang batas. So, kung ito'y batas, if you go against the law, you will be caught, you will be punished. So, ang daming mga Jewish people na kinulong. At if you have heard or if you know the arena of Rome, yung madalas nating makita sa Netflix or sa mga movies, no? Yung tourist attraction ng Rome na grandstand nila. Yung ilalim niyan ay mga dungeons. Yung dungeons na yan ay mga kulungan ng mga, doon kinulong ang mga Jewish people who do not want to change their belief na maging Sunday worshiper sila. Kasi for them, ever since dati pa, in the time of Abraham, in the time of David, time of Jesus Christ, though they do not believe in Jesus Christ, in the time of yung hanggang ngayon, they believe that Saturday is the Sabbath. So para sa kanila, ayaw nilang sumunod doon sa decree ni Constantine. They rather die. So ang nangyari po ay kinulong ang mga Jewish people, pinagutuman at hanggang sa mamatay. Pero yung iba na nabubuhay pa at inaabutan ng mga feast ng Rome, pag may piyesta ang Roma, puno ang grandstand. So pumupunta doon yung mga tao, madaming tao, and nilalabas na ang Rome. If you will study or observe their custom, they love bloody sport. Yung, if you happen to know the movie Gladiator or Ben-Hur, no, marami silang mga sports na parang they love entertainment na may dugo-dugo, may patayan. So isa sa kanilang entertainment, nilalabas nila mga Jewish o mga Jew na nandun sa dungeons, nilalabas nila sa ibabaw at pinapalapa ito ng mga leon, sa mga leon. Nilalabas ang leon, pinapahabol dun sa gitna hanggang sa sakmalin dito sa liig hanggang sa mamatay. So for them, it's a part of entertainment. So napagtibay ng buong Roma na Sunday ay pinaka holiday ng Rome. Time came, shortcut natin ang kwento, dumating na rin ang scriptures, ang pabalita sa Roma. They have read the Bible. They studied about the Bible. And they wanted to believe, they believed in Jesus Christ. Kaya nga, yung mga lumang Catholic churches, hindi naman yung baptism nila, yung sprinkle. Nilulubog talaga. Kaya meron sila doon sa kanilang altar banda na malalim na baptistry, no? Or sa likod. It's biblical. So they really wanted to follow the Bible. Kaya lang, when they learned about the Sabbath, nabasa nila sa Genesis 2 verse 3 na God rested from all His work during the creation at He Himself rested on the seventh day. He sanctified and He blessed the Sabbath day. And they all know that Sabbath is Saturday. So nagkaroon sila ng confusion whether to follow the Bible or to follow their tradition. So medyo nahirapan silang mag-adjust kasi nakasanayan na talaga nila ang Sunday. Gumawa na lang sila ng kasulatan at ang tawag ng kasulatan na yan is Edict of Milan. Kasunduan na nilagdaan sa Milan, Italy na naglalaman na ang sanctity o ang kabanalan ng Sabbath Saturday will be moved to Sunday. And it was signed by the Pope, the Bishop, and the Emperor of Rome. So, Christian ang Rome, pero Sunday ang simba. So, this is history, guys, no? Na, ano ito? Kumbaga, this is the truth. So, ang nangyari, carried na, nagkaroon ng Roman Catholicism na they believe in Jesus Christ, but Sunday ang simba, hindi sinunod ang Ten Commandments na na remember the Sabbath day, which is Saturday. Kaya mapapansin ninyo sa pinto ng Roman Catholic Church nakalagay ang ikatlong utos, if I'm not mistaken, ipangilin ang araw ng linggo at tuwing piyestang pangilin. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hindi na nasunod yung remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy, which is the original Ten Commandments in Exodus chapter 20. So, ang nangyari guys, binago nila to justify kung ano ang kanilang gustong i-impose sa kanilang paniniwala. So, ang tanong din, bakit nagkaroon ng mga images o ribulto ang ating fellow Catholic members? Catholic Christians. Based on the history, also, Romans love to worship the idols. Gusto nila yung pag nagpipray sila, meron silang kinakaharap na mga anito. And if you have watched, I'm urging you to start to watch the movie Ben-Hur. Ben-Hur. Ayan, nasa YouTube yan, guys. Mapapanood mo, mahilig sila magsamba sa mga maliliit na anito. Pagan sila. When you say pagan, hindi sila Christian before. So, mahilig sila magsamba. So, sabi nila, nung sila na ay Kristiyano, dapat pag nag-pray tayo, instead na humarap tayo sa anito, ay yung mga Bible characters like Peter or Joseph, gawan natin sila ng images para whenever we pray, ay kaharap natin sila. Na-carry nila yung kanilang custom na pag nagpipray sila, gusto nila may kinakaharap sila. Kasi before, humaharap sila sa mga maliliit na anito, sa puno, sa araw, tumitingala sila. Nung naging Christian sila, na-carry nila yung ugali nila na gusto nila may kinakaharap. And that's the reason why ang mga our fellow Roman Catholic brethren ay meron silang ribulto sa kanilang church. That's the history. Why? So, ang nangyari po, tuloy tayo sa ating kwento. Once again, if these things are new to you, I am challenging you to study about the truth about the Sabbath. It is available in the internet, guys. And what I am saying to you this is authentic. Meron nitong mga basihan. Okay, this is not a hearsay. Hindi ito my own belief. This is based in the Bible and history. So, ang nangyari po, tuloy tayo sa kwento, nabuo na ang Roman Catholicism sa Rome. Kaya nga Roman Catholic dahil galing sa Rome. Ang katabing bansa ay Spain. Ang reyna ng Spain during that time ay naging devoted Catholic, si Queen Isabella. At si Queen Isabella, guys, ay tauhan niya si Ferdinand Magellan. Sabi niya, Ferdinand, you go to different places, i-conquer mo, dalhin mo ang relihiyong Roman Catholicism. And I have been to Cebu at nakita ko mismo yung Magellan's Cross Shrine. Sinilip ko, parang concave yung itsura ng structure. Tapos sa loob, may nakapaint. Ang nakapaint doon ay wooden boat from Spain. Nakalagay andun yung mga Spanish, may hawak na cross, may hawak na Santo Niño. Because they were the ones who brought Catholicism here in the Philippines. Na nanggaling sa Spain, na nanggaling sa Rome. Okay? So, I hope you are following me. So, ilang taon tayong under ng Spanish? More than 300 years. So, what do you expect? Ang napalaganap talaga dito sa buong Philippines ay ang Roman Catholic religion. And of course, ang simba ay Sunday. Na nanggaling ulit sa Spain, na nanggaling sa Rome, at alam natin kung sino ang nagpauso nun sa Rome. Si Constantine the Great alone. Not biblical. Okay? Ginawa yung decree na yan, ang Sunday keeping, year 321 AD, Anno Domini, in honor to Sun God, not in honor to Jesus or to God, but in honor to their pagan God, which is the sun. Kaya nagkaroon ng Sunday worship. Ngayon, pag nanonood tayo ng Holy Week, di ba? Minsan pinapalabas yung story ni Moses. Nakikita natin yung apoy na sumusulat sa bato. It was the finger of God writing the 10 Commandments. And the 4th commandment says, alalahanin mo ang araw ng Sabat upang ipangilin. 6 na araw ka magtatrabaho, pero ang ikapito ay Sabat ng Panginoon mong Diyos. Hindi Sabat ni Moses, hindi Sabat ng Seventh-day Adventist, Sabat ng Panginoon mong Diyos. So I'm asking you, those who are watching right now, if you are employed, meron kang boss, 'di ba? Meron kang supervisor, meron kang manager, merong owner ng establishment or ng work mo, ng company. Hindi ka pwede gumawa ng sarili mong batas. You have to follow kung ano ang batas ng kumpanya. Same thing with us. We are employers here on earth. At ang ating employees here on earth, ang ating employer ang Panginoon. If He wanted us to keep the Sabbath holy, which is the seventh day of the week, wala tayong right na baguhin ito. Nagawin natin itong first day of the week. Dahil other reasons are, I have friends na they explain to me why they are keeping Sunday as the holiday. Kasi yun daw ang pagkabuhay ng ating Panginoong Hesus. Pero, utos ba yun? Hindi yun ang utos. Ang utos ay ipangilin ng ikapitong araw upang ipangilin. And that's Sabbath day. Okay? When you are keeping Sabbath, you are not worshiping the day itself. It's our date. Kumbaga, appointment natin sa Panginoon pag, Sabado. This is the time that I'm going to worship God. Thank Him for everything that He has done. Thanking Him for creating everything around me. And thanking Him for creating ourselves and for the blessings. And on this day, it is biblical that God Himself rested on the seventh day according to Genesis 2 verse 3. At ang malinaw na malinaw yan, guys. We have the choice. If you are going to follow the tradition, yung nakasanayan, or you are to follow the will of God. Sabi sa John 14:15, if you love me, keep my commandments. In Tagalog, kung mahal mo ako, susundin mo ang aking mga utos. So, pag tinanong ko kayo, guys, mahal niyo ba ang Panginoon? Of course, lahat tayo sasabi ng oo. Then, we ought to follow the commandments of God. And the fourth commandment is remembering the Sabbath day to keep it holy. And lastly, gaano ka-importante ang Sabat? Pwede naman tayong magsimba every day, di ba? Pwede naman tayong mag-worship every day. Just like what we are doing now. Worship ito, devotional, pero iba yung may special day talaga ang Panginoon. And ang dyan ay Sabado talaga. So, gaano ka-importante ito? In Ezekiel 20 verse 20, it says, Sabbath is a sign between God and His people. So, kung tayo ay, how can you, kunyari, magpadala ka ng athlete sa Olympics, how can you distinguish na ang atletang ito ay Filipino? Sa kanyang uniform, mayroong flag ng Philippines. No? Yan ang sign ng bansa natin. Banal yan. Bawal sumayad. Bawal sumayad sa lupa. Bawal magkamali ng tupi. Bawal mabaliktad dahil banal yan. And I know you will agree with me. Dahil sagisag yan ng bansa natin. So, ibig sabihin, pag according to Ezekiel 20:20, Sabbath is a sign between God and His people. So if Sabbath is a sign ng Panginoon at ng Diyos ng tao, it should not be changed. Hindi pwedeng palitan. Ang tanong ko sa inyo, do you believe that God is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow? Do you believe? Constant ang ating Panginoon. Kung ano ang pangilin niya noon during the creation, yun pa rin ang pangilin niya ngayon, and yun pa rin ang pangilin niya bukas. If you believe that the Bible is the Word of God, there's no confusion. Genesis 2 verse 3 says, the Lord Himself rested on the seventh day. He kept the Sabbath holy. He sanctified and He blessed that day. And Sabbath in Spanish is Sabado. In English, Saturday. So I hope that this short devotional will be an awakening to all of us, that the Lord loves us so much, and He gave the Sabbath for us to rest. And on that day, we are to worship Him. And it should not be any day. Isa lang yan. That is Saturday. So again, how important it is, if you wanted to be counted as one of God's people, keep the Sabbath holy, because it is a sign between God and His people. Ezekiel 20 verse 20. So sa binasa ni Brother Nel, ano binasa mo ngayon? Revelation. Pakibasa ang sa pagdating ng panahon, no, sa mga huling araw, ito ang sasabihin. Basahin mo nga.
Narito ang pagtatiyaga ng mga banal, ng mga nagsisitupad ng mga utos ng Diyos at ng pananampalataya kay Jesus.
Guys, malinaw. Revelation 14 verse 12. And pahapyaw lang, maraming magsasabi sa inyo na naipako na ang kautusan. Yes, may dalawang kautusan. At maraming kautusan, pero dalawa lang ang major laws. Utos ni Moses, yun yung mga ceremonial law, yun yung nag-o-offer tayo ng sacrifices, ng lamb. Natapos na ang lahat ng yon nung napunit yung curtain ng Jerusalem when Jesus was crucified on the cross. It means tapos na ang ceremonial law. Ang ceremonial law, kung nakikita ninyo ang Ark of the Covenant, yung pag nagta-travel ang Israelites, meron dala-dalang Ark of the Covenant na nakalagay sa most holy place. Ang laman niyan, 10 Commandments, nasa gitna. Ang nasa labas ng Ark of the Covenant, Law of Moses, ceremonial law. Yan yung inalis ng Panginoon. Dahil hindi mo na kailangan maghandog-handog pa ng tupa. Dahil si Jesus Christ volunteered Himself to be the ultimate sacrifice for us to be saved. Okay? So do not be confused. When we say law, merong ceremonial law, merong moral law. Ang moral law, yan yung nag-guide sa atin na keep the Sabbath holy, honor your father and your mother, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not covet, huwag kang mag-imbot, huwag kang magbintang, thou shalt not bear false witness. No? So, that's the moral law. And we keep the commandments not for us to be saved. We keep the commandments because it's an outburst of our love to God. Kumbaga, saved na tayo. That's why we keep the Sabbath. We keep the law. Sample, umuwi ka, bagong kasal ka sa iyong misis. Umuwi ka ng maaga, hindi dahil sinabi ng misis mo para umuwi ka ng maaga. Umuwi ka ng maaga dahil gusto mo siyang makita kaagad, dahil love mo siya. Yun yung sample niyan. You are keeping the Sabbath because you love the Lord. Not you are keeping the law because natatakot ka and you wanted to be saved. Hindi ganon, no? So, if you have some questions, message me. Hindi po ako pastor. I am a missionary, but I am happy to share to you what I know. We are singing missionaries, me and my group, for 23 long years. I usually start my live here in TikTok with gospel music. It's a part of my ministry, and to reach out people, no, na may mga, lalo na may mga depression. Kaya ang pangalan ko po ay Depression Survivor. So again, if you are watching right now, you can message me and you can ask me questions, and we would like to thank you for listening, and I hope that you will all pray for these things to take it by heart, the things that we have studied tonight, because this is very, very important. It is a sign between God and His people, and that's keeping the Sabbath Saturday, not Sunday.